to server DM1. Alright, let's just click on that. Let's just click that, and it's very good then. Alright. Okay, now we finished that. We're going to now move on to the next step, which is going to be now working with disk volume management. Here we go. We're going to jump on down to the left bottom corner. We're going to right click. We're going to click disk management. Perfect. 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 Okay, and now we are going to cancel this box here that popped up. Perfect. And then after that, we're going to look at, we're going to right click on the NTF. Remember what we created here? We're going to right click on that and notice the options for working with this volume. Click extend volume. So down here, extend volume. Boom. Okay, now an extend volume wizard welcome window has appeared. We're going to click next. So here in the bottom right here, we're going to type 5,000. 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right. And now that will make it 15 gigabytes total. Let's click next. And now we're going to click finish. All right. Now in disk management, right click the NTFS volume. Let's go to that. Then we're going to click on shrink volume to open the shrink H dialog box. And enter the amount of space to shrink in megabytes text, type 5,000. All right. All right. All right. So we're going to type here 5,000. Perfect. And then we're going to click shrink. The volume is back to 10 gigabytes. There we go. You can see right here, it's true. It turned it back to 10 gigabytes right there. Great. We're going to go into the next step, step 7 here, and we are now going to create REFS formatted volume. So we're going to go down here, and we're going to right click, okay, and then we're going to click new simple volume and start the simple wizard. And then we're going to click next. All right, let's click next. There we go. Okay, great. So here we're going to click now next. Now we're going to assign a drive letter or path window. Let's click the arrow on the right next to the assign following drive letter. Boom. And let's click I. Great. All right, and let's click next. Bam. After that, we're going to go into the format partition window. Click the selection arrow next to file system. Click REFS. So file system, we're going to click on REFS. In the volume label box, we're going to type REFS, capital VOL. There we go. We're going to click next and then click finish. Boom, next, and boom, finish. All right, all right, all right. We've now created this here at the bottom here. Very nice, very nice. Now right click the NTFS volume and click properties. We're going to go here. We're going to click properties. Great. So this is going to pop up now. Now we're just going to review the tab available configure in particular. So it's cool. Just some things we see normally. All right, great. Cancel. Perfect. Now right click the RFS volume and click properties. All right, let's do that. Let's go to properties here. Boom. All right, all right, all right. So we're going to check this out too, and we're just going to click cancel. Now we're going to create a mirror volume. We're going to right click the NTFS volume and then click add mirror. Boom. Now there's only one option here for creating the mirror because the 10 gigabyte disk is a little too small, and we're going to add a mirror window. So we're going to click disk 2 and then click add mirror. Select this 2 and we're going to select add mirror. All right, great. Now a message explaining the basic disks will be converted to dynamic disks. Since the dynamic disks are required to support mirrors, we're just going to click yes. Great. Next, we're going to create a RAID 5 volume, but you need 3 disks for a RAID 5 volume. So we're going to first delete the volumes we just created. So we're going to right click NTFS salt, and then click delete volume. There we go, and we're going to click delete volume. Then we're going to select yes to confirm. Boom. Let it delete. Then we're going to right click and delete the reft vol. Delete volume. Great. And confirm. Done. Donezo. Okay, now we're going to right click disk 1 and then click new RAID volume and then click next. So right click and write new RAID volume. Boom. Gonna click next. Boom. There we go. Alright, so in the selected available, we're gonna click disk 2. Then we're gonna click add. And then we're gonna click disk 3, and then click disk 3 and then click add it as well. Now we notice that the RAID 5 will be 20 gigabytes even though we're using a 10 gigabyte space for each disk. This is because RAID 5 uses the equivalent of the space from one disk for the parity information needed to create missing data if disk fails. Now we're going to click next. Now in this assigned drive letter path window, we're going to select the letter box H. Boom, boom, boom. H. Great. Now we're going to click next. Let's go. Now in the format volume window, type RAID 5 volume. So we're going to type capital RAID 5 and then capital VOL. Perfect. We're going to click next. All right. Then we're going to click finish. And then we're going to be prompted and we're going to say yes. Perfect. Alrighty. Now it comes up saying that there's not enough disk space to complete this operation. We're going to say okay. Now if you faced a problem like I did, I actually had the problem where, it's still loading, I had the problem where my iDrive, remember how we selected the letter H? On the instructions it says to select letter H. Well, I selected it and then it had a problem saying that there was not enough space. So I just went then selecting the next letter. I went back and did it. I went back and right clicked and went through the same volume step. Typed the same thing. The only thing I changed was that when it said select a disk, the letter number, the letters, I selected, instead of H, I selected K now. And it actually worked. So if you face that problem, there you go. That's what your problem is. It's just not enough space there. But alrighty, for mine here, I created it. Here we go. We have now the RAID. It should be looking like this here. Other than that, it did work. So you don't have to freak out and be like stressing out. Because when I went back to select H, it wasn't even there. So we're going to take a hit, but we did learn something. Okay, so in a short while, you'll see the new RAID volume. It will take a while for the volumes to sync between all three in format. So you'll be using this disk for other activities. So delete the RAID 5 volume as you did the other volumes. Close management. Alright, so we're going to delete this after it's done. I know it's pretty redundant to be creating this stuff and then deleting it, but it's best for us to learn how to create the stuff as long as we go through it. Just keep on going, guys, because it's going to be a bit of a ride where we're going to be creating things and deleting things, and it's basically going to be like, why the heck did I create this? You know? But it's for you to learn and along the way. It's kind of like working out and creating reps. So it's going to be good. So now we'll wait for this to go up to 100, and then we shall delete them. I mean, you can try without it going to 100, but I just want to see how it looks. Okay, and now we're going to right click here, and we're going to delete the volumes. Yes. And there we go. We have now deleted all of them by clicking one and deleting all of them. Alright, we're all set there. And now we're going to move on to the next one.